Hi guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. This is your boy Ronnie, and welcome guys. We're gonna do our Sunday night weekly analysis. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate all of you guys on your Sunday nights. Guys, we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. We're gonna do our daily analysis on the majors, and we'll get ready for trading this week. So welcome everybody. Thank you guys. Wow, 72 viewers already. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Shout outs to everybody. Abu Kadorn, Saeed, SFTQ, Naul, Siva, the God Particles, Belimani, welcome. Yep, the Cowboys, big win, big win. That was an awesome game against Patriots. EKHS Invest, welcome everybody, and everybody that's joining. I appreciate all of you guys. So big shout outs. Thank you guys for joining me. Guys, we're going to do Sunday night analysis like we normally do here at Sniper Trading on Sundays. What we do is we look at the dailies, the daily analysis, so we can get a range of where we could be moving this week, and it really helps with scalping the charts and everything like that when we know what's going on. So welcome everybody, and thanks for joining. Dave's been holding it down during New York, so big respect to Dave. Send out some shout outs to him. He'll be back at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, Monday to Friday. And I'll be taking care of the Zooms for the snipers and the webinars and things like that. So I'll be back on YouTube come November. We'll be swapping out every 2 weeks. But welcome, everybody. I miss all of you guys, so it's good to have you guys back. Guys, let's get started. I want to look at gold. Gold's made some big moves last week, okay, right after NFP, and then we had that big bullish day, and then Friday, the big sell-off. So I just want to go into that, explain the charting with you guys, and see where possibly we could be heading. But we needed last week to close with some volume above 1800, that psychological level. We never got it, guys. We pushed up there, but we couldn't close up there. So that was Friday was a big day for gold. We were looking to push above 1800 and get some volume to close up there. So let's break it down, guys. We all know 1835 up here is this weekly resistance on gold. We cannot break this level up here, 1835. So I go yellow for my daily candlesticks. And guys, we're on gold, XAU, USD. I'm using Saxo on the TradingView charts if you guys want to follow with me, or you guys can welcome to follow along your charts. But up here, 1835. This is a heavy resistance area on the weekly, and you can see the daily candlesticks. When we came up here mid-July, we got rejected. We came again end of July, early August, we got rejected. We came up one more time August 4th, a big pin bar candle, we got rejected. That started this big downtrend. We came again beginning of September. We got rejected up there again. So we've pulled down. We had this little daily downtrend creating these lower lows and lower highs. We've been pushing back up. We made a nice inverse head and shoulder pattern where we broke out of like 1770, 1775 neckline area. And guys, so I'll start to break it down from NFP Friday last week. So this was NFP Friday. It was a very bullish daily candle. We opened over here and we ran with volume. We cleared 1767 pathway resistance. We cleared that. We cleared 1770 right here, and then we started to clear 1775. We got as high as 1780, 81 right here, the top of the wick of the candle. This was NFP Friday, but near the end of the day, we couldn't sustain or hold the volume up here. We started to sell off, guys. So big sell off coming down, which created this bullish pin bar candle with a little bit of bullish volume still left. Next day was a little bit of consolidation, sideways trading. And then October 12th, we started getting some gold momentum back where we started to push up. And this was October 13th. This was a really bullish day where we continued with that bullish volume, clearing again 1770. This was a key area. So I'm going to identify this on my charts right now because we could be hitting this area tonight, tomorrow, this week. So we got to identify this area. 1770 area right up here. Okay, so I'm coming back to October 4 and October 5, the volume close right here. So you can see how it's carried forward with my chart. That's why we're above it on today's daily volume right now on Sunday night. Okay, and we continue to push up on this daily candle. Where did we push up to? Well, we had to clear back over here. So 1775 again. And you can see, guys, when you're scalping, we show you how to do this with scalping, where your higher time frame daily candles for hourly start approaching key areas, and then when you start to see them approaching daily levels, what you can do is you can start to scale down to your 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute time frame, and you can start to look for some early entries and get those sniper entries and get those pips. So we show you how to do this, but we focus a lot of time also as scalpers on our higher time frame. We do a lot of analysis here. So we continued October 14 on gold. We got above this high over here from September 22. We kept pushing above 1787. Where did we get up to? The body of this candle, September 16, to the left, right here. And we pushed above it. You can see where our wick is. Our wick, we came up to 1796.50, okay? But then at the end of the day, we closed off a little bit with some volume below there. But this was a very, very, very bullish day, running hard here. And the next day we opened up. There was a little bit of a sell-off, but look at where we came down to. Back to this now daily support level, 1787, and we pushed up with volume, creating a new higher high. This was what we were watching. Could we close with the volume above 1800? 1800 is a key psychological area. Okay, it's a big area. This is like when US 30 goes to like 34,000, 35,000. Nasdaq hits 15,000. These are key psychological levels where market makers could have order blocks set here at these key levels. So we got up to 1800, right on 1800, but we couldn't close with any volume up there, so we pushed down and we closed on the daily at 1796. Okay, and then look on Friday's day where we opened. Okay, so this was Friday. We opened right here at 1797. We were all watching Friday morning to see if we could push back up with volume to 1800 and close somewhere up here, because then our analysis would have been completely different tonight. If we closed with volume above 1800, then maybe we would be looking to see if we could push to 1805, possibly 1808, and then back up to 1810. But we can't analyze that right now because on Friday we sold off hard on gold. So it opened and this is a big bearish daily candle coming down, testing. So these were key resistance areas. Now they should be acting as support levels on your daily. Okay, so you can see when we were approaching 1787, we were looking to see if we could find a daily wick over here like we did on this day, but the bearish pressure continued to drop. So our next key level was right here, 1781.82 area. We were watching to see if we could find a wick in here and find some buyers on the daily, and it didn't happen. It continued to drop to our next support area down here. So this is like support 1, support 2, support 3. This was support 4 over here. If you use pivots and things like that. This is 1774.75 area. We continued with this bearish momentum coming all the way down to 1770, and we broke below it, and look how low it came down to, 1765. Okay, so this was a massive bearish day on gold, where at the end of the day there was some last minute buyers pushing it up, where we closed at 1767. So this is where we are right now. This is today's Sunday night daily candle. Look at where it opened. It opened exactly on Friday's close. Okay, we had a little bit of bearish momentum coming back down to 1765. Since then, we've picked up some bullish momentum and we got up to 1772 today. That's our high, daily high for tonight. And now volume is pushing down to 1770 area. So now what we got to do, guys, on the weekly, so where could gold move this week, guys? A lot of good questions. Okay, so let's look what's going on. Overall, gold is in a deep higher time frame downtrend. Okay, we've been dropping since 1834 up here, 1834, creating these lower lows. We had a big momentum push up here where we could not break above 1835 again. So we've continued to come down, making these lows, but we did not create a lower low. They held it right down here at 1720, and it was held with volume at 1725. So since then, from the bottom over here, from this big liquidity grab when gold came down to 1680, we've been making some small higher highs, higher lows. This was a higher high over here, but now Friday's big bearish push down. So now we got to watch our support levels, okay, and today's daily candle. So we're watching today's bullish daily candle to see, can we come back above 1772, maybe approach 1775, maybe retest 1780 area. If we can't get there, guys, then what we're going to do is we could potentially come back down. We could come up to these levels and then approach some supply, daily supply area, and then they're going to push gold down again. So key areas as of now, trading this week, we got to identify some supply demand zones, okay? So, and we're in a nice little uptrend. If you follow from over here, the overall bias on gold is bearish, but we're in a small little mid-term, small-term uptrend coming from here. So if you draw like a little bit of trend lines, you can put them at the wicks if you like. You can put them at the bodies. It all depends if you want the full range or the volume. So right there is a daily uptrend forming. I'll change the color to green so you guys can see uptrend, okay? And then I'll remove them after, so I don't want to make the charts too complicated. But what I'm showing you is there is, from over here, there is a little bit of an uptrend creating these higher highs. We cleared this area. They push back down, but we've got new higher lows. And then we got the big bullish candle break through all of this resistance. We closed up here. So on Friday, we were looking for a continued push above 1800. We couldn't get it. So now we got a big bearish candle. So this is where we're starting again. Sunday night, it's starting a little bit of bullish. It's still holding trend line. So we could potentially push up a little higher on this and start to claim this big bearish Friday candle. If we can't, if we push up and it gets rejected, then gold might come back down to here and we might break this daily trend. So if we start to break this daily trend, we might drop down further. So where could we drop down if we lose the trend line? Well, let's look to our previous candles. So this is a key area, guys, right here. This is what I'm watching on the daily, 1755 area. This is a key demand area. All down here is a daily demand for gold. So you can tell by those wicks below us, okay? Those are a lot of times when the volume comes down there, we get a lot of gold buyers. So when the price comes down here, we had buyers. Price came down here, buyers. Another bearish day, we had buyers. Another bearish day, we had buyers. Buyers, buyers, buyers. All held the volume for a week, 2 weeks, all above 1755. So gold has a solid base demand, buyers at 1755 as of now, okay, going forward. Now, where is our supply zone? So I'm going to go with our most recent supply over here, where we came up, it got pushed down, we came up, we got pushed down, and now volume is below this area. So this is a daily supply area that I'm going to identify on my charts right up here, daily supply. So I changed the supply to red to signify supply, selling pressure, and sellers, okay? So you can see today's daily candle. If we come up and we reattempt this area, 1775, 76 area, we're going to see what happens because we're coming into previous supply area. So are we going to break through this and continue moving with some bullish demand up to these levels? Or are we going to come up to the supply zone or maybe just create a lower high here and start to get rejected? And we might start a path coming bearish back down to this trend line. Maybe we break and it gets rejected. We do something like this and then we break through this demand zone over here. We don't know where gold's going to move this week, but we have to do a little bit of daily analyzing. So what I would be looking for, guys, if we can break with volume this week above this supply area, 1775 to 1777 area, I might be looking for gold to continue to push bullish to possibly 1780, 1786, and maybe right back to this level, 1790s up there, okay? That's only, guys, listen, pay attention. Only if we can get some volume to close above this supply zone and we get a retest following day or with a retest here, and then we continue to push up in this direction, okay? So what we're looking for is volume to close above this short-term supply area, okay? 1777 area, 1776 area, okay? So welcome, guys. If you guys are new here and you guys don't know who I am, I'm the partner with Dave, the co-founder of Stock Sniper Trading. I was doing a lot of the Zoom rooms because we stream live in Tokyo, we stream live London, we do live webinars, we do one-on-one mentorship. So Dave and we were always doing 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off rotation. But Dave is going to do a little bit of New York sessions with you guys on YouTube, and I'm doing a little bit more on the Zooms. But we'll go back into our regular rotation. So I can tell a lot of you guys maybe are new here and you're asking, who is this guy? Believe me, I've been with Stock Sniper Trading for a long time, guys. I'm one of the co-founders with Dave. Okay, so my name is Ronnie. Nice to meet everybody. And I'll be back on YouTube in maybe November, guys, with you guys for New York, and we'll do a lot of that. Okay, but if you guys do join the Sniper Mentorship team, I'm doing a lot of things on Zoom. Okay, so get that out of the way. And welcome. Nice to meet, guys. If I haven't met you guys before, but most of you guys know who I am, so it's good to see you guys again. I miss all of you guys. So over here, guys, we're looking for gold to push up above that supply zone. Okay, and right over here, we got short term. Okay, short term right here. If we break below 1764, I could be looking for a possible sell on the daily, and also for scalping purposes, guys. This is more just for analysis on the weekly, but we all scalp. We're scalpers. We scalp on the 15, 5-minute, 1-minute candles. This is to give you a little bit of indication. When you start to see volume on the daily pushing to these key yellow areas, what you can do is start to drop to your lower time frame. Go down to your hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. You can look for entries. As long as you got the bullish daily volume pushing, then you can possibly come to our next daily resistance. You can grab 10, 20, 30, 40 pips on the way up if you're following this type of chart. If not, then what we're looking for is we got to see daily candles where they close so we can get the weekly push or the weekly the trend coming down. So here's my trend line. I can see over here if we start to come down bearish, if I break with volume below 1765, we could be pushing down to 1760. You can pick up maybe 30 to 50 pips there. And then this is the key demand area right down here, 1755. Okay, so what I could have is a small demand area in here where these wicks got rejected, and I could be looking for a sell entry down in this area, 1764. And then inside here, you've got a lot of accumulation distribution zone where market makers could be fulfilling contracts, and they're looking to pick up that volume to either push gold through here, or it could come down bearish and break through here. So let me know, guys, if you guys have any questions in the chat on this type of setup. If you need me to add one more demand zone to make it more clear to you guys, I could add another demand zone right under here. Okay, and then what we're looking for is the volume to break through demand zones to come bearish, or we're looking for volume to break through supply zones to become bullish. Okay, so we've got red supply, we've got green demand. And this is the big one down here. You can see by all the wicks. This is just short term to look for some quick trades this week, but this is more for weekly analysis. If gold loses this support level down here, then we could be going down bearish, retesting 1730s, like who knows how low we can go. So these are key areas, and then this is just for some trading inside. Okay, so guys, what are you guys? Are you guys bullish on gold? Do you guys, let me ask you this, do we think gold is going to retap 1800 next week, or we're going to break 1750 and go bearish? So bullish for 1800, bearish for 1750. Let me know, guys, in the chat. You guys are bullish 1800. Okay, I see 5, 6, 7 bullish. Okay, guys. Do I think gold will go 1776 for tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. Like we could be pushing. Daily candle is pushing right now to 1772. That's our supply zone. So we could possibly tap 1775, 76 tonight, tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. But we got to watch what's going on there because it's coming to a key supply area. So a lot of you guys are all bullish. Okay, I'm gonna I'm right now, I'm bullish on today's daily candle, but guys, this is a key area right here. So you see how I have it set supply? And then if we can close with some volume above 1777, we could be following this path of this arrow right up here. So what I do at the end of the call, guys, I clean up these charts and I send them to our Sniper VIP mentorship crew. So I clean all these up and I send them out there. But this is also for you guys on YouTube, guys. So we could be pushing through. Today's is a bullish candle, but let's focus when if momentum gets up to this area, because we don't know what will happen up there. It might come up there and start to get rejected with a wick and start getting some increased selling pressure, and we might come down, guys. So this is key area starting tonight, tomorrow, and the start of this week. This area for gold right in here, this red supply area, okay? And then we've got some demand down here, and then big, this is like weekly demand area. Every time we got a bearish candle coming down here, it always picked up a rejection wick and volume was always bought up. And we're in a short-term uptrend as well. Okay, guys, so that's gold. I spend a little bit more time on gold because a lot of us trade gold and we want the overall picture. We formed a nice inverse head and shoulder where we broke out of it on October 13. We were looking, this candle was a critical candle. We were looking for this day or the following day on Friday to get volume above here, 1800, and close in this area. This is what we were watching. And then this conversation we would be having tonight would have been completely different, but we got to follow the volume. Okay, so we're volume traders, we're price action traders. We got to respect what happened on Friday, a big bearish day. Maybe we're going to get some more continuation coming later tonight, going into London, going into New York tomorrow. Okay, but we'll see, or it could consolidate inside here. Guys, if you're new and you don't understand what consolidation is, it could just trade around this area from 1764 to 1774, like a 100 pip range on the daily, and just pick up and accumulate volume up and down here before we have either our bullish break or our bearish breakdown. So that's analysis on gold, guys. From gold, we're going to move over to US 30. Let's go to the dirty 30 on the daily. Okay, so I'm going to US 30. For most of us that trade this, we refer to the 30 as the dirty 30. Okay, this thing can be wild at times. Okay, very erratic. During New York Open, New York SE Open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when the Wall Street Stock Exchange opens up. For the first 15 minutes, you're going to get some crazy volatility until they decide which direction they're going to move it, guys. It's always better to trade with the trend, guys. Don't counter trade a bullish or bearish momentum. If you're looking for quick counter scalps, you're looking for 5, 10, 15, 20 pips, because those could be bought up. If it's a bullish day, those dips could be bought up and just cool off that RSI for a few minutes, and then it could be going. Tyler, the Dow is your second wife. I like that, bro. I like that. Yeah, like I love trading gold and US 30. They're two of my favorites. I'm a gold digger and I love the dirty 30. And then right after this, guys, we're going to get into the Nasdaq, the nasty Nasdaq. We call it the nasty and the dirty, guys, okay? So quick analysis. If you guys have not been watching the US 30 on the daily, we all know, a lot of us know that the all-time high was up here. 35,630. This is all-time high. We got up here mid-August, right up here, okay? We tested it a couple times and got rejected hard. It pulled back. We accumulated some more momentum. We tried one more push to get back up to that all-time high, guys. But look, they pinned it down at 35,530, about 100 pips down from the all-time high. So therefore, what does that create? It creates a lower high, correct? So it's a lower high from the all-time high. So we're starting now some bearish momentum. We also have the sniper trap and gap strategy. So what we do on any time frame is we trap price action. If you don't want to trade the sideways consolidation, no worries. You wait patiently for either a break above with volume or break below with volume. On September 7, when we send our kids back to school, this was Labor Day. Start of September, bearish month. Look at, we had a big daily candle close with volume outside this box, and then next day we had retest that got rejected and rejected. This is where we started this big downtrend, okay? And we came all the way down to where we broke previous lows over here. to 35,615. We had one more pull up coming back up, and it was creating another lower high, and we continued to push down where we came down to 33,500. Since then, we've been forming this W pattern, guys, on the daily. So we came up here. We've got a neckline. We came up one more time. We couldn't break through at that time. So what happened was they pushed it down. They grabbed some more liquidity. They grabbed some more volume, and then they pushed it up. This is where we're at right now. Okay. So look at where we're at. Guys, we're in our previous accumulation distribution area all the way from August 23 to September 7. See where they contained all this volume inside here before they broke it down. This is where volume could be coming inside again this week, okay? So what we need to do is focus, okay? So I'm going to carry this box with me all the way across, wherever, how many weeks I got to go, how many days I got to go, until I start to see volume break out bullish out of here. Because if it does, I could be looking for a buy above here with daily volume close above guys, 35,500 area, because we could very well push for that all-time high to 630. And if we break it, guys, all-time highs on these indices, we go up by 100 pips, okay? So if it was here 630, we're looking at 700, okay, for next profit take on the daily. So we could possibly, this is all-time high chartered territory, so we kind of got a freestyle up here, because we have no price action up here. This is no man's land. We've never been up here. So go to 35,700. If we can break above there and continue pushing, just go up by 100 pip increments on the daily. So go to 35,800 right there. Okay, so that's kind of where we could push, guys. We might get, who knows where the US 30 could go. We're very, very close to retesting back up here. If we can get some type of path like this, move up there, maybe it cools off a little bit, but if we pick up higher lows, okay, then maybe we can retest up here and do something like this and move up to all-time highs. If not, what we could do is we could get into this area and consolidate up in here. What happens for a few days this week? We consolidate, and then we get a move coming out, okay? That could very well happen, just like over here, where we had multiple days of accumulation distribution up in here. Same thing could happen over here. Or it could also accumulate in there and then reverse and drop bearish on us. So what also could happen is, could just start to accumulate here and then start to break down and then come back, okay? So that's why this is a key area from previous price action. You can see where they contained all the volume. So these levels are static, okay? These are static levels. Supply areas are static, demand areas are static, accumulation distribution areas are static, meaning these don't change. The only thing that changes is the price and volume. They can come in and out of these areas as they please. And then for us who are charting, it's up to us to determine where these things could go. So if I get volume this week above here, then maybe I could look for a retest, and then maybe we push back up to 35,630, and then we break out for a new all-time high, okay? Maybe that's where US 30 wants to move this week, okay? So look up here, 35,496. Let's make it 35,500, okay? Psychological numbers, guys, 35,500, okay? Are we all agree right there? 35,500, okay? If we can get volume to close above there, the reason why I say this is because up here, we never had volume close above. Look at all these impulse breaks. We had an impulse candle breakout, close. Impulse candle breakout, close inside. Impulse candle break, close inside. Spin top candle break, close inside. Another big candle come out, close inside. Multiple rejections up here. So what is up there, guys? That is a supply area on the daily. So what I do is I contain up here and I show you a supply zone, okay? That's a supply zone. I go red for supply. If you guys are unclear with what supply is, if there's more supply than there is demand, price, it has a high probability of getting rejected and going down. If we break through a supply zone with increased demand, then we have a high probability of continuing to go bullish, okay? Just like your gas stations, your local gas stations. Think of supply and demand with your gas prices, okay? It's very, very simple, guys. You don't need to overcomplicate these things. Dusan, why are you doing stream for free? Because we love giving free knowledge. We love giving free knowledge. We like to bless everybody. We do have our private mentorship for $1.33 a day. You're welcome to join. The team is growing so fast. It's growing unbelievable. We do private Zoom trading in there. We do all Tokyo sessions throughout the week. We do 3 London sessions. We got live webinars that we do weekly. If you'd like to join the team, I'll do all of that later on. Okay. Right now we're doing our analysis. Okay. But we love giving free education, free content. We appreciate all of you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys. I got to give shout outs to getting us to 12,000 subscribers. Oh man, Dave and I never dreamed of this. So thank you guys. We appreciate all of you guys on these calls. So without you guys, we couldn't be doing this. So we love to give back to you guys. So hopefully you guys are getting good value, good content out of this channel. All Dave and I ask in return is if you guys can just hop on the call and like, if you guys are getting good value. If you guys are not getting good value, no worries. But we love everything to be organic. We're growing this channel organic. So if you guys are subscribing, you guys must be getting some value. Just please help like the channel. That's why you guys got trending on Friday. I think there was over 1,500 viewers on Friday. Every like helps, and then it gets trending. So for anybody that's looking for free Forex education, live trading, it helps with the YouTube algorithms and really helps getting our channel in front of more eyes. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of that. And over here, guys, you can see when we start, we couldn't really break. There was one break with volume over here, August 26, and in 27 it got gobbled right back up. So it wasn't really a break. This was a true break on September 7. The volume broke and we had multiple retests getting rejected. So over here, we've got a daily demand area. Like this is where today's candle is. All of the volume is right here at the demand zone. Okay. So this is a daily demand right here. It's still early. It's Sunday night, guys. I don't scalp on Sunday nights. I do my analysis and then I get ready for all my trading like later on tomorrow for the rest of the week. Guys, it's always good. You don't need to jump into trading. I know everyone's excited for Sundays, but Sundays should be you should be charting, getting ready for the week, because a lot of professional traders, they just trade Tuesday to Thursdays, or sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like they don't even trade Sunday, Monday, Fridays. So guys, they like to have general direction of where midweek is moving, because there could be a lot of head fakes and things like that. So just careful. If you guys are trading, just trade with proper risk and account management. Do your analysis. That's why we love scalping. When we start to see a nice daily momentum, we scalp that momentum. Remember, guys, the trend is your friend. Okay, so trade with the trend if you see a potential trend. If you're counter trading, we love counter trading. Don't get me wrong. We counter trade. We always scalp counter trade, but it's a little bit more advanced. You got to be a little bit more advanced to see, and don't be greedy. If you're counter trading 5, 10, 15, 20 pips, you need to be scaling out, because one candle could reverse all of that. Okay, so just a lot of accounts have trouble counter trading. You might as well wait for the possible reversal and get back in. Okay, so this is the daily on US 30, and then key levels inside this consolidation area. Okay, where are key levels? Well, we got to look left in here. So do we see any areas where we have previous bodies? Yes, I can see right here. So I'll put a yellow line inside here. So this is where our target could be. This could be tonight. It could be tomorrow. Maybe the US 30 wants to come up to this area, 35,361. Okay. And this is today's candle. So what happened with today's daily candle? Okay. So it opened up right here. We pushed all the way down to where? 35,225 area. Okay. Right here. This was today's daily low, Sunday. And then once we got down there, we picked up liquidity and we came all the way up to here, 35,340. That's today's high. We couldn't get up to 362 from previous. So today's candle, guys, got up to here, but it is a lower high from over here. So it still could be pushing down. Now look at the volume. The volume is coming right back to our demand area right here, to 35,300 area. Okay, so we'll see what happens here on the daily. Where can we close and contain? What also has been happening with this US 30 on the daily? What type of moves has it been doing? Well, we cleared this neckline right here. This was a neckline at 34,870. We cleared it, okay? So that's positive, that's bullish. We cleared this entire neckline. Here we tried it again. We got up there, rejected, got up there, rejected, got up there, rejected. Finally, on October 14, we came, and this is why volume is very critical, guys. Volume is very critical, okay? See how we closed, and then we got the retest. Next day, we got the retest. So this was previous daily resistance. Now it should act as support. So when we got October 15 on Friday, we came down, we picked up the support, and then we pushed up with nice bullish momentum. All we had to do was look left, clear this area, 35,050, which we did, this wick right here. So when we're going with volume, now we look to grab wicks, okay? Like they say, wicks don't lie. It's true, because volume wants to come back to previous area where price was, okay? So now what we're looking for is, we're looking for continued momentum on our daily candles. So we closed with volume right here, okay? And now today we push down, we could be going up. So for buys, if I'm looking for something long on US 30, I want to clear this area. I want to get out of here, because we could have this. We could have a lot of sideways momentum. We could have a lot of red, green inside here from previous price action, okay? So what we got to do is, if we can break above here, we could be getting 35,500, re-attempting our all-time high, which is up here, 35,630, and maybe we're going to continue moving to all-time highs. But however, if we get rejected, because we still got to respect, this was a lower high, all-time high. We got a lower high. This might be creating another lower high. So if you're to draw a trend line from up here and connect it, we could be reversing and coming back, okay? So if we come back, guys, where could we come back to? Let's see. We could come back and break here, 35,224. That's today's low. And then we could be coming back down to this level, 35,050, and possibly back to that psychological level, 35,000, okay? So do we see any key areas on the daily? Well, over here was a major supply area. This was major supply. So this will turn now into a demand area down here. Okay, so if price ever comes back to this level on the US 30, this should be buyers in this area. 35,000 in here, 34,900, 34,950 in this area, okay? If price ever comes back down to here, pay attention, guys. This was a previous resistance supply area. Now it should be a demand area, okay? So thank you, guys. Sunday night, 264 viewers. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate all of it. Do I ever take long positions on Dow for, let's say, future investment? You can if you want to follow daily candles, absolutely. Me personally, I don't. I scalp, but I use a lot of higher time frame for confluence. So I love to look at what my weekly, daily candles. I break it down to 4-hour, hourly, and then I get into my 15, 5-minute scalping. But absolutely, if you guys do want to have holds for multiple days and things like that, then you got to follow this type of chart. You got to watch daily volume close above key supply areas so that it can continue to push, okay? But good questions, good questions. Okay, guys, so this is daily. And now if we push back and for a possible sell, okay, so where I could be looking for is if volume breaks below here, then we could possibly fall back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a potential sell on the daily below here. And maybe we fall back to 35,000, maybe possibly back to this demand area down here. And guys, I'll clean up the charts. I clean them up at the end. I'm just showing you guys some pathways, but I'll clean up all these charts, okay? So down here, guys, the reason why I'm looking down here, 35,220 is, let's go 220 right there, okay? Or 225, okay? Sometimes you won't get the exact pipette on the daily because it's bigger, right there. Okay, so If we get this daily candle getting rejected either inside this accumulation distribution box or it gets rejected at this supply area, if it falls back, I'm looking for volume to close below here. And then maybe we could push back because I'm still respecting these two daily candles, okay? And that's why I'm respecting this retest right here. I'm going to allow it to see how high it can go. If it wants to fall back, if it does come down bearish, I'll be looking for volume to close below here and push down. But as scalpers, guys, okay, so please listen. If this daily candle is approaching next levels where we have like yellow lines, then what you can do is as scalpers is you can be lowering your time frame. Go from daily, go to 4 hour, go to hourly, go to 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute, and start charting. And then you can start to look for your possible entries where you can grab 10, 20, 30, possibly 50 or more pips. Okay, so use your higher time frame daily analysis to get you into your lower time frame scalping. Okay, okay, so from US 30, guys, let me do again like I did on gold. Are you guys bullish on US 30 getting above 35,500, or are you guys bearish on US 30 and retracing back to below 35,200? Let me know in the chat. Bullish for above 35,500, or are you guys bearish on 35,200? We were pretty much bullish for gold. What do you guys think for US 30 before I move on? I see first one come in with a bear. Bullish? Correction. Okay, yeah, I agree. Correction could very well. Bearish. Okay, guys. I could be with you guys on this. Maybe a correction in the next few days. Maybe possible bearish retracement. Absolutely, guys. So I think we're all on the same page tonight. Maybe we got to come back and we got to retest this area before we can get a next push, because we've had two nice, very bullish days. Can we continue this momentum? We'll see this week. If not, we might need to pull back and correct ourselves a little bit. But if it does, we can get into a nice little sell down here. Okay, guys, so awesome. Good stuff. Let's move on to Nasdaq, guys. Nasdaq, okay? So US 30, it's coming back into our consolidation area from back here, mid-August to early September. We broke out of this nice little like W pattern right here. We closed with volume. We got an extra push. Today's daily candle is a bearish spin top, so we're kind of in indecision where we could be moving. But again, Sunday night markets are slow. We'll see what happens during London and New York tomorrow, okay? And then we'll see. We'll gauge further from there where we're going to move. So let's move on to Nasdaq, guys. Nasdaq. Okay, so NAS 100, the nasty, okay? This thing is pretty much similar. Last week it was trading very similar with the US 30 chart. So, but it's got different moves, okay? It represents different securities inside its indice as opposite from US 30. But in general, indices tend to move the same. If you watch like German 30 last week was pretty much identical to the US 30 if you follow price action. So this is Nasdaq. We got to all-time high up here, 15,700. Since then, it's been coming down bearish. We've been creating lower lows. Each pullback, a little pullback over here, has been coming up, but it's been a lower high, continue lower low, lower high. But we just broke out of a W pattern on the daily right here. So if we start to chart over here, you see where the neckline was. Neckline was right here at 14,900, okay? And this is what's called an extended W pattern, okay? So a normal W pattern, double bottom, we should see, there's our neckline right there. We should see it come down right here and form a double bottom and continue to go up. Here it gave us a little bit of a hint. As price action traders, we love to get clues or hints, and this one created a higher low. We're extended to break out of the neckline, and then we continued this push up, okay? So that was the W extension breaking out on Nasdaq on the daily. Came down, grabbed the bottom, neckline, higher low, then we started to break out of here, okay? So we broke out of the neckline, okay? So this is where we are right now. Rudy, break of descending trend line. Yeah, absolutely. So it could be also on the daily if you have your trend line set from up here, okay? And if you're grabbing either the bodies or the volume or up at the wicks,
okay, the wicks or the bodies. It's all personal preference what you want to grab. But if I grab the top wick up there, I show you a bearish downtrend, you can see that we're starting to break trend. Okay, this is on Friday. First daily candle open, retested our trend line and continued to push. Okay, so far we got a little consolidation candle on the daily right beside us, but we're going to see if we can continue to push bullish this week on Nasdaq. If not, we're going to come back and we could possibly retest 14,900, our neckline right here. Okay, or the top of these wicks, 15,009. More importantly, 15,000 psychological level. Okay, so these wicks right here, 15,000. There's our daily trend coming down that we just broke. So right here is our first key area that we just broke bearish trend right in here. Okay, so you can see on Friday, Thursday, we came up there, we closed. Friday, open, retest, continued to go up. These are where we're at right now. So we just broke through this big bearish trend that started on September 8th. Okay, so now let's make some more sense of this. Where could we potentially move, guys, this week on Nasdaq? Okay, so looking left, okay, potential areas we can go to is right here. Right now, 15,200. Okay, did we get up there today? No. How high did we get up to? 15,180. Okay, we almost got up there, but let's get up there, because then we got a continuation from September 27, 28. That's our next level we're going to try and attempt to get to. Okay, if we can break above there, then we're going to head up to 15,300 area, 15,292. Guys, I always just bump it up to the next key psychological area if we're only like 5-10 pips away. But if you want exact numbers, 15,290 area, more specifically 15,300. Okay. So guys, like if you want to trade daily candles, treat them as if they're like 5-minute candles. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. They all have a real body, which has the volume where it opens and closes, and then we have highs and lows represented by the wicks, shadows, tails, whatever you want to call them. Every price action trader calls them something different, but they all mean the same thing. So even daily candles, they all have real bodies that represent volume. They have wicks, tails, and shadows that represent highs and lows and things like that. So if you want to be a swing position trader, you want to hold for a couple days and things like that, you can absolutely do that. And you can rack up pips. You can grab 200, 300, 500,000 pips a week. You know, just follow daily candles. But obviously, you got to use lower lot sizes, and you got to increase your stop loss a little bit more than you do as scalpers do, because you're looking to hold for longer time. Okay. So now we're following this volume. Where could we move, guys? Okay. So right now, look at the open and right here. So this is another key area, 15,080 right here, okay? So I got to identify this area. We could be consolidating inside here now because we just recently broke trend, okay? So maybe we're going to trade sideways a little bit. What I mean by sideways trading is I can start to maybe apply a trap box in this area. Maybe I'm going to see volume consolidate in here for maybe tonight going into tomorrow. But if we start to break out and continue this bullish momentum, this could be a bull flag where we have this big bullish momentum. Now we could be consolidating in here for a little bit, and then we're going to push and continue with the bullish momentum. So we might have a high probability that we could break out and continue going up. If we do, I could look for momentum to break here, 15,200 area, and maybe we're going to come up to 15,300. We might get up to 15,340, and maybe we touch that wick 15,415 up here. This wick over here, which represents September 27 high. Okay, so if we do get some bull momentum coming out of this flag pattern, this is where we could continue. And guys, as scalpers, okay, so let me make this very clear, okay? When this daily candle, if we start to approach this area right here, 15,200, what you can do is drop down to a lower time frame. Go down to your hourly, go down to your 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, and look for possible breaks with retests, and that's where you can grab 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, okay? If your daily candle continues to push through here, okay? So let's focus on this area right here. 15,200 area, okay, right there. And then if we go up here and we get rejected, we start to cool off inside here. Let's say we do something like this. It comes up, comes back down. Now it creates a lower high, and then we start to approach right here. If we break below here, we close below there with volume on the daily, then we retest, and then we break down. We could be coming down, back down to here, okay? That's an option. We could be doing that. If that's the case, then what I'm going to be doing is looking for a possible sell, or I'm going to scalp down here, bearish momentum, where I could see price come down to 15,000. Maybe we break and we come down to 14,900, 950, and right down there to 900, okay? 950, 900. And then if it continues to break, then we just rechart our daily candles down here. This is where we could possibly come down to, okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions on this, and I'll answer as much as I can. Guys, we're almost at 300 viewers for Sunday night. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for everybody for the likes. Okay, guys, so this is Nasdaq on the daily. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, we're consolidating right now out of a possible downtrend. Do you guys think we're going to get bullish momentum continuing to break above 15,200 and we go to 15,300, 400? Or do you guys think we're going to consolidate and then go down bearish again, break below 15,000? What are you guys? Nasdaq, bullish or bearish, guys? Let me know. Bullish, Richard? Okay, I see a lot of bearish on Nasdaq. Okay, I see a bull. Okay, but not sure. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not sure. Could be in consolidation. So there could be some indecision. Absolutely. That's another. It could be bullish, bearish, or indecision, guys. I should have thrown that in there. But what we got so far is, listen guys, okay, so number one, we have an extended W pattern, okay, so we're coming out with bullish momentum, okay, we got this trend right here. So we're in a little bit of an uptrend at the bottom, okay, but we are also coming from a downtrend, but we just broke through, okay, on Friday, we just broke through, Thursday, Friday, we closed with volume, and this is where we are, okay, so we are coming from the bottom. We are creating higher lows. We got volume. Now break through the trend line. Now it's in a bull flag. Okay. So this pattern has a high probability of continuing its bullish momentum, but it's not 100%, guys. No pattern is 100% in trading, okay? We use these as analysis to help us, but nothing is guaranteed in trading, guys. And if people are telling you it's guaranteed, they're lying to you. There's absolutely nothing that's guaranteed, okay? Everybody takes losses. There's nobody that's a perfect trader. I take losses. Dave takes losses. All 269 of us on this call, we all take losses. Every trader takes losses. But what makes you a good trader, a consistent trader, is how you handle your losses. With proper risk and account management, you're only risking a certain amount per trade, which will not affect your account, and you continue to be 60, 70, 80% of a consistent profitable trader, and you can compound your pips. When we do take losses, they don't really affect us, and then we continue to move. Think of your account, guys, as price action, okay? So this could be your account. On Monday, you have a really good trading day. You make 30 pips, okay? This is you. 30 pips. You are 3 out of 3 on your trades. Scalps. Perfect day, okay? Tuesday, you have a shitty day. You pull back, maybe you lose, you give back 10, 15 pips, but you're just a little bit of a pullback. You still have 15 pips that you made from Monday, still above. Let's say Wednesday, you have a really good day, US 30 breaks out, gold breaks out, you trade with the trend, you pick up another 30 pips. Now you make like your own little higher high. Think of yourself as a candlestick, okay? You continue to make these higher highs. Yeah, eventually we're going to have a bad day, maybe Friday, end of the week. You got caught on some head fake Friday, but you didn't lose all of what you worked for the entire week, okay? You never over leveraged your account. What you did was you just lost maybe another 10, 15 pips, but you're still net positive for the entire week, and now you can start the next week continuing your little uptrend, okay? So consider your trading as a little candlestick chart, okay? So continue to compound those pips. Every pip matters, guys. And then when you learn the power of pips, you can start to look for 10, 15, 20 pips per trade all day, every day. Have a daily goal. And then once you get really good at this by learning, then you can start to increase your lot sizes. You can always fund your account. You can do prop firm challenges and things like that. But if you don't know how to get pips with a small account, you're not going to know how to get pips with a large account. You're just going to lose more money. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. You guys understand it. Our snipers in our mentorship group, they understand it because we drill this into them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're starting to really understand the power of pips, how to respect stop losses, and things like that. Okay, so that's what we try and teach you guys here as well. So hopefully you guys are learning, and you guys can be earning on every call with us, okay? So this is Nasdaq. We're in a beautiful, beautiful W breakout. Nice breakout. We broke trend line. We're in a bull flag right now. So it's got a high probability that we do break above 15,200 and we continue this momentum. But volume is king, guys, okay? I don't know where it's going to move. Nobody knows where it's going to move. Volume knows where it's going to move, so we watch the volume, okay? And if we can get volume on the daily close above here, then maybe we'll get a retest and continue the rest of the week moving bullish. If we get rejected up here, then we could be coming down bearish into this area, okay? So guys, we've done gold, we've done the dirty 30 US 30, we've done nasty Nasdaq, Nas 100. I'm going to move now to FX pair. I'm going to go to GU right now, okay? So GBPUSD, and I'll do GJ as well, okay? So let's move on, guys, to some currency pairs. All my currency traders out there, okay? So we've done gold and indices. If you guys want to follow me now, GBPUSD on the daily, okay? Let's move over to I'll do GJ right after this, okay, bro? Okay, guys, so we're on GU now, GU on the daily. I'm looking on Oanda chart, okay, on TradingView. GU on the daily. What has this pair been doing? Okay. So overall, it's been bearish. Okay. When we got up to here, 142. Okay. You see, we got up to 142 and massive supply up there. We've been selling off since 142. So the pound has been weak. The US dollar has been strong a little bit. Okay. So on the daily overall, we've been pushing lower low, pullback, created a lower high. We continue to push lower low. Right up here, we've got solid supply up here, okay? So if you draw a resistance line, you can see right up here. You draw your resistance line at the volume, 139.65. Above there is your supply zone. See these wicks? The range, where it got up to. It got up to here. So that's a massive daily supply for GU. Anytime it comes up to this area, 140 or below, it's a supply area. We have no volume close above there, so it continues to drop. Guys, understand supply and demand, understand support and resistance. It really will help you with your price action on any time frame. Daily, 4 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, anything you guys want, okay? Got to understand, every time frame has support and resistance. It's got its own supply and demand, okay? But this is overall higher time frame, okay? So if we're getting rejected up here on the daily, then we can start to look for daily breaks, go down to a lower time frame, and start scalping accordingly. And that's how we pick up our pips, guys, okay? So look up here. This was a complete GU daily supply area. Since then, we've been pushing down, coming back up. But before we got down here, so pretend I'm not showing you this over here. What did we have over here? We've got, look over here. Look at where they closed the volume, guys, okay? Volume does not lie. Look. They closed the volume. It came down, came back up, came down, came back up, came down, came back up, and then opened here. So I can see right here, 136.20 is a strong support level on daily for GU, for British pound US dollar. Below us down here is a demand zone. So just like we have supply at the top, we also have demand, okay, right down here. I can draw a demand zone like this, okay, and carry this all the way through here, okay? So this was a demand zone up until here, okay? So let me just show you. This would have been green, okay? And when volume is above or below, then we change demand to supply. If volume goes above supply, we change it to demand, okay? Just like if we break above resistance, it turns to supply. If we break below support, it'll turn to resistance. Same thing, guys. Price action dictates everything, okay? So we hit supply on the daily, got rejected, came all the way back down to demand. Demand here, demand here. We bounced off of it, but look at the bounce now. We created new lower highs. We never even attempted to come back to our high supply. So what happens now? We've now created a new supply zone. Market makers have a new supply zone over here. Okay, so this was our high, 138.66. I've got another supply area right in here. Do you see how price is getting pushed down further at each level of supply that they establish? I'm not making these supply zones, I'm just charting them. This is where price action is moving, okay? So no volume closed above this area. So it's not going to go up to this area if we can't get above this area, okay? 138.85. No price action is above there. What happened? Then they got rejected, 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 rejected. They broke support right here. Here was your support break at 138. Look at it on the daily, okay? Daily candles show you everything. Look here. Here is your daily break. On September 16, we had volume break and close below here, below. Look at next day retest. It opened, it retested the resistance and push down. There it goes. Now you get a couple days of bearish momentum. If you guys are trading and you're holding daily breaks, okay, I'm just going to add up the pips for you. That move right there is 160 pips, okay, so not bad for 2 days of trading GU. But if you want to scalp inside here, you can start to see the daily break and go down to a lower time frame and collect your pips, okay, in and out of the market. Pip and dip strategy. This is what we do here, okay? So now going forward, we came, look right here, we came September 23, 22, we came to our demand area, we bounced off a bullish engulfing candle, but look how high we got up to. We only got up to 137.20. 137.20, okay? So look, got rejected, rejected, rejected. Now you see how I'm starting to condense the price now. So this is if I was trading this, okay, and I'm going to get into the live charting. I understand this happened. Yes, I know. I agree with you. This happened in the past, but that's how, if you want to learn how to trade volume and price action, you need to know what happened in the past so you know what's happening in the present so you can dictate where price is going to go in the future, okay? This is what price action trading is. We're predicting where it's going to go in the future with high probability by understanding where volume was in the past. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. So we do have to do some charting what already happened. I'm not back testing, okay? So I'm not back testing any strategies. I'm showing you where volume was, where it went, where it is now, and where it could go. Okay, do we all understand that? Are we clear on that? Okay, so over here, this was a previous demand, came up to supply. This is still demand. On this day, this was a demand. If I extended this green demand area, now I see this big bearish candle on September 28. I was expecting to see buyers step in here, just like it did here, but it broke and closed below. Okay, so this is no longer demand. I got to change this color to red. This is now a supply area because price and volume is below. Closes below. Next day, look, it just a little bit of a pull up back up to here, then it goes down bearish all the way down here. So if you're trading on the daily candles, you want to pick up this candle. You see how it formed, and right there, 125 pips. If you want to scalp inside here, go down to a lower time frame and look for your entries and trade with the trend. You see it's a bearish daily candle continuing to come down. Don't counter trade. Then look how it closes. Look at where they closed it, okay? They closed it now. Now I'm getting recent, okay? So this was September 30th. What happened? This is the low, okay? This was the lower low on GU, okay? Identify this right here, 134.30. And what's below there is a demand zone going forward, okay? So starting to trade now. This is a demand zone for GU. If we come back down here, I should expect some buyers, okay? If not, we'll break down below there and we'll rechart. But going forward, this area now was supply all up in here. So we broke, impulse break, came back down. Impulse break, came back down. Bearish. Look at all these wicks. Try and break out, come back in, break out. Finally, we get one candle right here, October 13, daily candle. Close with some big volume. Look at where your wicks are now, okay? Remember I told you about the wicks. The wicks represent the range where we could go, okay? So the wicks right there and this daily volume. Very critical area, guys, okay? So when you understand how to figure out these areas, now you're seeing this daily candle close with volume. Next day it opened, and look at where it came up to. It came all the way up to our previous supply area. We never changed this, coming from over here. It got rejected, came back down. It's closed right here. Next day, bullish candle that came all the way up, filled this entire previous wick, and closed above supply area. Now, this is live, guys. This is a live daily candle. This is no longer a supply zone. I need to flip this now to green. This is representing a demand area for GU right now, okay? Because I've got volume on Friday, close above supply, so this is now demand. The candle opened, came up to here, and now it's coming back down. We're retesting this demand area, okay? And then over here also, if I extend this over here, it used to be supply, but now price action is above. So this is another demand area down here. Okay, so you've got, like, if you use pivots, this is kind of like where it is. This could be like demand 1 or support 1, and then this could be your next one down here. But by the time it comes down here, there's a couple pit stops where it wants to go. It wants to stop right here, 135.41. So this is where you're looking at your volume and your wicks right there. See the extension? This close, open. Look at right here on October 6th. It came down and bounced off. So this is a support line. So if we break through here, it could come down to here, okay? And now what are we forming, okay? So what type of pattern are we forming? We're coming right here. So I'm going to extend this a little further because we're going to see this week how GU moves, okay? So if we continue to grab some volume, some demand here, we could be bouncing up to here. We could come up to 138, okay? And if we break above there, we could be coming up to this next supply zone. If we can break above there, we could come up to here. But remember, these are higher time frame supply zones. So if we don't break with volume above there, then it could quite possibly get rejected, okay? So if I draw an overall trend line from up here to here, I could gauge where we could come up to. So from this wick to this wick could be a trend line right up here. Red for a trend line coming down. Okay, so we might want to break this week at this level and test our trend line. Okay, so what we can do is, if I'm looking for potential buy on GU on the daily or to look for overall momentum, if I can get some volume to close above here, then maybe I'll look for that next push. I'll look for that extension up here. And then I can get it tapping the trend line, possibly to that supply area. If we break above the supply area, then we could continue to push. We could do something like this. I get a candle coming up, close with volume, maybe retest here. I get enough momentum to break the trend line, and maybe it reattempts its supply. It comes down here, now it uses the trend line for support, and then I can break out with momentum, and maybe I retest this next supply area up here. Okay, that's one path. Okay. Let me know if you guys got any questions on GU in the chat. I try and answer everything if I can see, guys. Okay, so 138, I'll be watching there. Right now, it's just sitting at our demand zone, okay? But if we break below the demand, then what I could be doing is looking for a potential pullback, coming back down here, and retesting levels of support down to here, 136.82 and maybe back down to here to 136 like this. Okay, so I could look for a possible sell entry down here with volume closing, and also this is for used for scalping purposes. Okay, so if I see my daily candle start breaking through my demand and it's going bearish, what I could do is, I don't want to sit on daily candles because I'm a scalper. I could go start going down to 4-hour, hourly, 30-minute, 15-minute, ultimately go down to my 5-minute candles, and I can start to look for 5-minute candles breaking bearish, and I can start to look to pick up 5, 10, 15, 20 pips on a daily move coming down. Okay, so otherwise on the daily it could just consolidate inside here until we get our next move. It's been making a nice bullish move from the bottom. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4 nice bullish days, some sideways consolidation at the demand area where we accumulated nice volume for GU, and now we closed with volume above, and we're right here above a demand zone, but we're testing it right now. Okay, so this is GU, guys. Let me know if you have any questions for GU. I'm going to move now to GJ, guys. So British pound, Japanese yen. Okay, so what are you guys, before I move over there, are you guys bullish on GU or bearish on GU? What do you guys think this week? Good night, Milani. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow trading 8 a.m. Eastern with Dave during New York session. What are you guys feeling, guys? Are you guys bullish on GU or bearish? Okay, I see bulls. Liam, yes, I do follow fundamentals. We follow technicals and we follow psychological price levels. We're triple threat traders. We do everything: technicals, fundamentals, and the psychology of trading. When you do all three, you're flawless in these markets. Okay, I see a lot of mixed reaction. I see bears and bulls on GU. Okay, guys, but we're at a key demand area. So let's find out what happens tonight, tomorrow at this level. Are they going to hold it here and continue pushing up, or is this volume going to break below 137 and maybe we'll drop a little bit? Okay, so it's at a key demand area where we've had a bullish momentum. We had this nice flag pattern. We broke out. Remember, flag patterns have a high probability of continuing in their original direction, which we see here. And now we're testing our demand area right now, 137. Okay, so I'm going to move now, guys, to GJ. I know a lot of you guys like to trade this pair. Wow, look at GJ, okay? So we charted this week, guys, okay? So you see how my chart has not changed? See the W pattern we identified? This is, guys, let me just go over this with you guys, okay? Maybe I don't even need to rechart this so you guys can see what GJ is doing. We charted this for our snipers last week, and you guys, okay? So if you guys followed this from last week, you guys could be up quite a few pips, okay? So this is the supply, daily supply we identified. Let me get rid of all of these yellow, okay, to clean up the chart, guys. I know it's kind of messy, but we were scalping this throughout the week. So white represents my hourly, yellow is my daily. So let me just clean it up real quick. But you guys see the W pattern breaking out of the supply. So that's what we identify, and that's what we look for scalping. But if you guys want to hold and swing position trade, this is what you got to look for, okay? Guys, while I'm doing this, let me know where you are from around the world. We almost have 300 viewers. I'm representing London, Ontario, Canada. Where are you guys from? London, Ontario, Canada is about 2 hours from Toronto. If you guys are familiar with Toronto, Ontario, okay? Toronto Raptors, Toronto Blue Jays, that's close to Toronto. Where are you guys from? Let me know. While I get this chart ready, let everybody know. So maybe if someone is from your country, you guys know. I see all over: Texas, Nigeria, India, California, Istanbul, Turkey, Jamaica, Philippines, Jersey, Kuala Lumpur, nice, Ghana, India, Manila, Miami, Mexico, beautiful, Morocco. I'd love to visit Morocco. Toronto, but I retired in Mexico. Nice, Tyler. Germany, perfect, guys. I love it. I love to see the culture. Love it. Okay, guys, so now, okay, so follow here. This is GJ on the daily. Supply areas, demand areas. This is why this is critical, guys. This is why we do this stuff. 2 a.m. in Ghana. Thank you for joining all the way from Ghana. I know it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. I know. Thank you. That shows dedication. My man from Ghana is up at 2 a.m. learning the daily. So I love it. Bless you, for joining us all the way from around the world at 2 a.m. That's amazing, guys. Thank you. Just shows the dedication to learning. So appreciate you guys. And guys, believe me, when we do London UK Open, it's 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. for us too. So, but we got to do it, guys. That's the dedication to be traders. If you guys want to be consistent, if you want to be full-time traders, you want to learn how to trade all different sessions, sometimes you got to sacrifice some sleep, guys. That's normal for traders. Sometimes it's got to be done. Unless you get really comfortable with trading and you pick a session that you enjoy, then you can stick to that session daily. If that's New York session for you, if that's the UK session for you, or if that's the Tokyo session for you. But if you have a daily pip goal, then aim to get your pips during a session that you like, and just continue to do that. So better than logic, Barbados, did I do gold already? Yes, I did. I did it at the start. I always start Sunday nights with gold. But at the end of the call, I'll recap everything, okay? So I'll recap everything. We've already done, guys, if you guys are just joining us, we've done gold, we've done US 30, we've done Nasdaq, we've done GBPUSD, and now we're working on GJ, okay? So just letting you guys know what we've done. So thank you guys. Wow, I appreciate all of the diversity, the culture, the different religions, everything. It's beautiful, beautiful. We're all here after one thing. It's pips. Pips are international, one language, okay? So let's get these pips, guys. But it starts with forecast. It starts with weekly forecast. So this is GJ, guys. This was from last week. So you can see my chart from last week. That's why doing daily stuff is so critical, even for scalpers. Look at here what we identified last week. We identified the supply zone right here at 152.30 area. We identified the demand area right here at 149.90. We had a demand zone right here. And you can see that this was an extended W pattern. Where it came up, it picked a higher low, and now we're watching right here on October 8, you see the volume, guys. See what I'm trying to show you guys on all of these daily patterns. So I'm happy we're doing GJ right now to show you guys this. This is a perfect example. So look here how the volume on the daily broke through the supply zone. This was an impulse candle breaking out. The volume came back in. This here on September 14 was an impulse daily candle breaking out, but volume closed below. That's why we got to wait for candles to close. It's very important on all time frames, okay? Unless you're trading the impulse break. That's a different story. But if you're waiting for the retest with confirmation, then this will help you eliminate making so many mistakes, impulse decisions. Just wait for the candles to close. If you're a 1 minute trader, wait for 1 minute candles to close. If you're a 5 minute scalper, try and wait for 5 minute candles to close. If you're a 15-minute trader, wait for candles to close. It all depends on what you're looking for, okay? So this was the first daily candle on October 8 on GJ that broke out and closed with volume right through our supply area. Next day, look at how it opened, okay? So we opened right off of the close, very small drawdown. Look how tiny the wick is, okay? It's only a 5 pip drawdown. It opened at 152.78 and it came down to 7.3. 5 pips, guys, is nothing. It picked up the bottom and we continued to go up bullish. So now look left. Where can we go? Look at here on the chart. It's a black chart. We have nothing up until here. 153, 117, okay? So you start to look left, previous area where it can go to. Back in August 12, you can see the daily candle breaks through it. So guys, when you see your daily candle approaching a yellow resistance line, if you're sitting on the daily candle, that's great. Sit on it. But as scalpers, what you can do when you start to see a daily candle approaching a new daily area is start to scale down, guys. Go here to your time frames, go down to 4 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute, and then start to scalp accordingly if that's what you want. You use your higher time frames for your momentum, guys, so you know how to trade with the overall trend. And look at this week. Nice bullish uptrend on GJ. Higher highs and higher lows. Continue. Look at Friday. Friday was an explosive day. From 155.40, it got up to 157.30. Okay, that's unbelievable move. Okay, why, guys? Why did that happen? Look left. If you guys were looking left on your charts and you had all of this identified, you would know exactly why it was breaking out like that. Okay, you could have made a ton of pips last week with GJ. Right here. This was previous. Look at the previous wicks, previous resistance. Now look at when the volume is there, it acts as supply. It acts as demand. Okay. Why do you think we're going over this every single day with you guys? Okay. This is how you trade price action. Above here. Here was a previous volume high. We break right through it. Next high, look left. Wicks right there. Next one up here, right there, guys. Look. 156.06. We cleared it on Friday. Where are we going to go? Okay, look, just black chart. Black chart, guys. That's pips. That's pips above us. Now you got to come all the way back here. All the way back to January 31st. February 1st of 2018. That's how high we ran. Okay, look, this was Friday. Friday, guys. If you guys, there was a lot of messages saying, why is GJ so bullish? Look where it broke. It broke this high, guys, from May 31st. Next high is February 1st of 2018, guys. Okay, so I'm coming back 2018, 156.60 right there. Look. There it is, continuing to break through there. Where can it go? Now I'm coming back over here. May of 2016, guys. Okay, look how far back we're going. May of 2016, 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, what's going on with this pair? This thing is getting out of control up here. Why? Because the US dollar, or sorry, the Japanese yen it's weak. That's why the pound is continuing to pump up here, okay? So next areas, okay? Just do some charting. Look for potential areas where you got bodies and a few touches. 157, 158 up here, okay? So look where this thing could move if it continues, okay? So go back to my daily charts right over here. So I've got some yellow lines above us if we continue to push. But this thing looks like it needs to retrace a little bit. Oh no, we got the webcam girls here, okay? They're going to spam us. Like I said from before, we're here for pips, not porn right now. We like pips. So I'm going to have to put you in timeout to the porn channel. So just one moment, guys. I know a lot of people love their porn, but we're here for pips. Okay? Tonight is pips, not porn. So I gotta hide you. I'm sorry. We don't need the spam, okay? We're GJ is at all-time highs right now, okay? Stop with the porn right now, okay? We're here to catch pips. Porn for later. Oh man, always got to get the porn plug in here. Okay, pips not porn. Okay, I'm gonna write in there. Pips not porn. Oh man, I love this. Guys, I appreciate you. But we're here. Yeah, there it is. Pips, not porn. Okay? Okay. Porn doesn't make us money. Pips make us money. Okay? Okay, so look, I even lost my train of thought, guys, because of the porn. Okay? I gotta get back to the charting. Okay, so guys, let's put the porn aside, okay? Jokes aside. Guys, look at this pair, okay? I know a lot of you guys love trading GJ. Do you guys understand why Friday broke out like that? Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you guys understand why GJ broke out like that, okay? This was a serious breakout, guys. Very big breakout. Okay, so but now what's going on with this? Okay, so this is a good pair to be charting, guys. Okay, are we going to continue breaking out like this, or are we going to retrace a little bit? Okay, I think maybe we're going to retrace a little bit to pull back. But before I get up here and start charting, guys, do you understand from last week why supply and demand zones are so critical? Look at what we had here. I didn't change this, okay? This was the W breakout at a supply area, picking up higher low demand right here. This is why supply and demand are very, very critical, guys, okay? Now look at following your next daily candles. They all made higher highs and higher lows, continuing, because what they did is, if you look left, guys, they continued to break previous highs all the way back here. This was an important day. This one, when it broke right here on Friday, 156, this big supply area, we cleared it from May 27 of 2021. Then from there, it was just look back, 2018, go over here to 2016, okay? So you see how far back we chart? That's why, if guys, you don't understand price action to look left, you have no idea where it could go to. So it kind of helps us as traders understand where volume was, where it can go, and things like that, okay? So now I got to make some sense out of all of this. So this now is no longer a supply area. This right now, we got to flip it to green, demand, okay? If GJ ever comes back down to this area, which is far away from now, I'm just showing you how it flips from supply to demand now that price action is above it. But we are well above that, so we got to start to chart this area now, okay? So right now, it's if I put RSI, this thing is probably overextended. So let's just add RSI on the daily. Let's just check out RSI. Where are we at on RSI? RSI, it got up to 76, and right now it's at 73. Okay, so on the daily, yes, we are overbought up there. You can tell by just the volume daily candles, okay? You don't need RSI to tell you that. But if you guys do use RSI, you can clearly see we are overbought on the daily. But that doesn't mean nothing. What could happen is you could get a red daily candle come down a little bit, and then it could just cool off that RSI for a moment, and then you'll get new buyers come in, pick up the higher low, and then continue pushing this, okay? So what we need to do is we got to make a little bit of sense of this. So we could be consolidating in this range. Maybe we're going to cool off RSI inside here a little bit, okay? So in this range, we could be cooling off here, but we are approaching the bottom, okay? So we could have a daily break come down to here, okay? So what I could be doing now is getting ready to set up maybe a sell idea, trade idea. And if I'm scalping, guys, I would be lowering my time frame coming down here, okay? Maybe I'll end the call with this pair and I'll show you what I mean by this, okay? So give me a thumbs or give me a like on this on the stream, okay? If I'm gonna break this down for you guys, and then I'll show you maybe how to get a scalp entry on this pair, okay? So throw some likes on the YouTube, and I'll continue to do this. And maybe, guys, one more bonus. What my snipers wanted, we'll do US oil, okay? We'll do a bonus chart tonight, US oil, after this one. So get those likes up. We're at 344 viewers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I love it, okay? So right here, guys, right here, key area. Look here where my flag is, okay? 156.60 area, like right around here. If we start to break through here, we could potentially come back and retest 156 area, okay? It could come back maybe 30, 50, 60 pips, okay? It could potentially come and retest this area. If we break below here on the daily, the next area we could come down to is like here, where the body closed and opens right there, if we break below that wick. So I'm going to leave it like right there. If this pair somehow cools off this week and we continue to come out of this bull flag and we break out of here, yeah, then we could look for potential push to the upside, okay? This thing could continue to move. If it moves, we could be looking for a move above here, come to 158 area, and then let's go to 158, possibly 25. They move in 25 pip increments on the daily. So go to 150, 158, 158.25, 158.50, 158.75, 159. So I'm going to just cap it at 158.50, okay? Right there. Okay, so now what's going on this pair? extremely bullish move, okay? You see it break through that previous supply area, had a nice weekly uptrend, but now it could be cooling off. So you see now, guys, see how my daily candle is approaching daily support, the yellow line. What I could do is now lower the time frame. I don't normally do this, guys, on Sunday nights, but I just want to show you guys so we're all on the same page so you understand. Daily. So what you could do is now come down to your hourly candles. So these are my hourly candles. Look at the big bullish hourly uptrend, continuing to make all these higher highs, higher lows. Look at what my hourly candles are developing, an M pattern right now, okay? So you see how we just broke the neckline right there. I'll draw a white line for hourly support right there, okay? So this is kind of how you get into trade ideas. Do you guys understand your M pattern? It comes up, there's a top, there's my neckline, double top, and now I look for volume to break below and continue to come down. Now we could be really breaking down if we come down here. If I can close with some hourly volume below 156.63. Morally biased, my man Alex. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. All the way from New York, my man. But right here, if we break, guys, then we could potentially come down. Do you see why I have a trade idea green? But for scalping purposes, if I see the hourly candle coming down, which is going to close in 45 minutes, I could start to scalp. But guys, if you followed what happened up here, okay, so if I show you right now, and then I'll get in to show you what could happen. Right here, as this daily candle, or sorry, hourly candle now approaches that neckline, this is where you can come in and start scalping, okay, this pair. So if you come in here, I go to my 5-minute candles, I will show you right here. Look at where my circle is. These are 5-minute candles now, okay? So 5-minute candles have their own patterns, okay? So when you're scalping, what you're looking for are these kind of breaks, okay? So my 5-minute candles are coming down bearish, where they've been consolidating at the top right here at hourly resistance. Okay, so see them how they trade sideways. Now you get the volume break below. They start to come down. Look at right here. If you missed all of that, okay, sometimes we miss that, okay, no worries. But you got to follow the momentum. You got to follow the volume. The daily candles coming down, the hourly candles coming down. As a 5-minute scalper, you should be thinking, let me get my pips. Where are my pips? Right here. Look at, you got a bearish rally coming down. This is your bear flag. It cools off the momentum, then we get the push down. Remember, bear flags, bull flags have a high probability of going in that direction. Not always 100%, but sometimes they have a high probability. This is a high probability. It breaks down, consolidates in the flag, and there's my break, okay? This is an impulse candle breaking through. If you miss it because you're waiting for the close, okay, no worries. Here is your candle. It opens. There's your retest. Do you see how much momentum it had to come up to the upside? It opened. It was a green candle. It came right up here. It didn't even test up here. Okay, it came down. And there's your rejection. You could get into a sell right here. Sell as it's breaking right there. Stop loss. You could place your stop loss right at the consolidation zone, or you could put your stop loss at the above of the consolidation zone. You're not risking a ton of pips. It's not huge risk, okay? If I get my tape ruler out, if I'm taking the trade there, I'm risking 6 pips. You can also risk 5 pips if you want, okay? It's not bad risk. You risk 5 pips to maybe make 5, 10, 15 pips. You're getting 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 on your money. I'll take this trade all day. Okay. Again, the porn channel is back. I thought I deleted you. What is this? Another one? Okay. So hang on. I got to delete the pornos again. Okay. Okay, so now, guys, you understand why you get into these types of trades by following your daily, your 4-hour, your hourly, breaking key levels. That's why you can come in and grab your pips. So look at that. You get this candle, and look at your next one is just an ignited candle. Okay, if you guys don't understand what ignited candles are, it opens bearish and there's no momentum to the upside. It just continues to drop. Okay, and there it is. Guys, you had that full opportunity to make all those pips right there. There was absolutely no reason why you would get out of this trade. It opened and red and just dropped. Your MT4 was continuing to go into profits. If you get your ruler, okay, we risked 5 pips, took the sell there to make a potential of 23 pips, okay? You're getting 1 to 4, 1 to 5 on your money. That's a beautiful trade, okay? But how did you get into that trade? By watching what your overall daily, hourly, 4-hour candles are doing. So right now, this is live, guys. This is live. We had that big dump. It just pulled back. We've got a new 5-minute supply area up here. So if I was trading tonight, what I would do is I would identify this area, okay, as 5 minutes. So let me just clean this up. Get rid of everything. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this, okay? So this is live 5-minute candles, okay? We just continue to push down. 5-minute levels create their own resistance right here, okay? So I go red. There's 5-minute resistance. What's above 5-minute resistance, guys? Throw it in the chat right now. First one to get it. What is above 5-minute resistance? Who's going to get it while I drink my Dr. Pepper? Jeff, thank you, bro. I'm dropping some knowledge here. I appreciate it. I don't normally do this on Sunday night, so this is a little bit of a little bonus for you guys. Perfect. Fibonacci. I love that name. Fibonacci. Supply. Good job. Okay. Awesome. Miss Pre, you got it too. Bell, you got it. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff, guys. Okay. So above 5-minute resistance is a potential supply area. So identify it. It's real easy. Identify it. Okay. I go red. Some people keep it one color. Who cares? It's all personal preference. If you want to keep this pink, if you want to keep it purple, if you want to keep it white, I don't really care. Just understand that it is a supply area, okay? Supply means that market makers have order blocks up there. If the demand comes up here, we're looking for further rejection unless buying momentum breaks through. And I can give you guys also a trade idea right now in the 5 minutes if you guys want it. If GJ breaks above here later tonight, you could potentially look for a buy and take it back up to this potential consolidation area. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, if we break above 156.85 area with volume, if I get some nice bullish momentum, close, retest, maybe it pushes up to here, this candle, maybe there's a little bit of pullback, and then I get up to here, and then I go from there. Okay, but that's could be a potential area of volume breaking above 5-minute supply so that I can continue to go up, but it's not happening. Okay, so no trade taken. What happened here was, look, the volume closed below, a spin top candle came up, closed with volume below. This is a 3-bar pattern. You got a bearish flag, pause, continue to go down. Look at where it came all the way down to. Guys, what is this? This is what we're waiting for down here, 156.60 on the daily. This is our next daily support. Now we came down. It pulled back. Look at this. We had a nice little counter trade, came up to supply, a bearish engulfing candle, continued to come down right back to our demand zone. So now we're getting a little bit of bullish momentum. Right now, these 5-minute candles are consolidating. Okay, see how they're trading sideways at my next daily demand zone right below me? So what you could do is, if you want to counter trade right here, is if this candle in the next 3 minutes closes above here, we could potentially look for maybe a buy to come up to that next supply zone. But I'm not touching that right now, okay? So I'm not touching it. I'm not scalping tonight. I'm just showing you a few trade ideas. And then also, if it continues to go down bearish, like if you're to draw a trend line from up here coming down, you've got a 5-minute descending triangle. Okay, this is your trend line. We might tap it up there and continue to push down. This is the apex of the triangle. If price continues to push down here and we close with 5-minute volume down here, then this is my daily drop. We could look for this pair, GJ, to continue dropping. However, we could be picking up some daily momentum here, and if it pushes and breaks through the trend, you could look for a trade idea right here. Okay, You could look for a possible trade idea. Volume closes right there and get up to this supply area. Or you can, and also if we go above, we can continue to make this higher, okay? And you got to look, what is the total move of that? Grab your tape ruler right here. From here to here, it's 13 pips, 13 pips. If we're to take that trade, okay, I'm looking for volume to close above, break through this trend line, okay? Number one, we've got an established trend, break through it, impulse break through it, close with volume there, maybe a retest, and then we can go up, okay? If I do take that trade, if I was scalping, maybe I take my buy up here, I put my stop loss down here. How much pips am I risking to make 5, 10, 13 pips? I'm only risking 4 or 5 pips, okay? So you're getting a 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 on your money. I'll take that trade all day, every day, but only if volume closes and I get a retest confirmation. If not, I could be continuing to go down bearish with this pair. If it continues to go down bearish, break through there, I could be looking for a possible sell and continuing the trend down into my daily breakdown here, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Okay, and if it wants to trade sideways inside here, I'm not going to trade it. I allow the consolidation to happen, and then I look for key trades at these levels. Okay, so that's GJ on the 5 minutes, guys. This wasn't part of tonight's call, but I just want to show you how daily analysis leads into 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and into 5 minute scalping, where you can grab your 5, 10, 15, 20 quality pips per day, all day, every day. So it's not out there. When you want to be consistent and you want to have goals of grabbing 10, 20, 30 pips per day or more, then you can get this by looking at your high. We scalp, guys. No one scalps more than us. We scalp. I can go to scalp 15-second candles, 30 seconds if you guys want. We scalp, guys. We scalp the markets. But I do more, believe it or not, I do more higher time frame analysis than I do scalping, okay? Let that sink in. I do a lot of higher time frame, more analysis that gets me prepared for my scalping, okay? I can go on my chart right now. We can scalp 15-second, 30-second, 1 minute candles if you guys want. That doesn't mean anything, but I still want to know what my daily is doing, what my 4 hour, hourly, because I want to trade with the trend. I want to trade with the trend. Right now, you're getting, look, the initial break right now, okay? You're getting the impulse candle that broke out. Now it's testing our trend line. So right up here, this thing could push up. If it pushes up, it could come up to here, 156.75. You look left, that was previous resistance right here. Sorry, previous support. Now it's going to act as resistance. Here's your candle coming out right now. See the bullish momentum? Okay. So like if you're to get into a buy, you're above the trend line, but this candle is still breaking out. So if you want to wait for the retest, you can also wait for the retest. This is just the initial impulse candle breaking out. Okay. So when you're trading impulse candles, there's always, you got to know what's going on, the bigger picture. We trade impulse candles as well. Okay. But there is a time and place when to trade these types of candles. You got to know, is there confluence? Like if I look right now, if I add RSI on my chart, is there bullish divergence? Let's take a look. So if I'm to add RSI on my chart, let's add it, because I know a lot of you guys trade with RSI. I use it too while I'm trading, and there's bullish divergence on the 5s. Do you guys see it? Right there. Look at how price from this tip to this tip came down. I'm going to go yellow so you guys can see this. Okay, see how the price was dropping, making lower lows? Look at my RSI on the 5 minutes. Tell me this, how is my RSI going up? That's bullish divergence. So this is where you can start to see it now starting to break out bullish, okay? So there it goes. You're starting to see bullish divergence forming. That's why you can possibly maybe see a trend break candle happening on impulse. So there's always a time and place when to take impulse candles. Okay, you don't want to always trade impulse candles because they don't always break out. They have a high probability of coming down. But this one, you see the bearish divergence, price is coming down, strength is increasing. Ask yourself, how is the price coming down while the strength is going up? Okay, so it's getting ready for this play right here. We're not even scalping tonight, and I'm showing you a trade idea that's breaking out. Okay, for real. and I don't even trade GJ too much. This is not that, I'll be dead honest with you guys. I trade GU more than GJ, okay? So I just show you, we can trade anything. If there's candles on a chart, it doesn't matter what it is. We can trade it, guys, okay? And Chromatheus, thank you, bro. I just want to read what you're saying. These guys are real mentors, and for such an affordable price, it's almost too good to be true. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Guys, our program, it used to be $29.99, $1 a month. We had that promotion on for months, and those guys are grandfathered in for the rest of their life. We told you guys throughout 2 months, 3 months on this channel that limited time, but now we just increased it only to $39.99. We want you guys still be affordable to come in. It's $1.33 a day, so it only went up 33 cents per day, which is still very, very cheap for the value we give. We'd love to have you on the team, guys. We are growing so fast. We're mentoring all of our snipers. We do live Zoom calls where we cover all Tokyo sessions. We cover 3 London sessions in our Zoom room. We have live webinars, and we also do one-on-one mentorship if you guys need that as well. It's on our website. Thank you, guys. But this is just a quick like trade idea, breaking down a few things on GJ. But this thing had a ridiculous breakout this week. You see, we did our analysis. It went all the way back to 2018 highs. So this thing is crazy. But so go back to the dailies, and yeah, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's forecast. But I promise, guys, one more before I go, guys, because I appreciate 350 of you guys. I'm going to do US oil for you guys, okay? Because I know there's a lot of oil traders. Oil went to all-time highs, like so let's go to US oil, guys. If you guys are not oil traders, no worries, but hopefully maybe the charting will help you guys. So this is US oil, guys, on the daily, okay? So let's do a quick observation of oil, guys. Okay, this is I'm looking at US oil. Okay, this is the daily. Okay, so big break right here. So US oil. Okay, we were up here 76 US a barrel. 76. I go yellow for daily. Okay, when we hit up there, yes, then we pushed down. It created lower lows. We came back up, a lower high, guys. Whenever you see this, it should give you a little bit of an indication, a little bit of a clue. We never tested the recent high, so they pinned it. They created a lower high. When they do that, they lower the supply. Remember, supply and demand, okay? Now it continued to break down. We lost support. US oil lost 72, okay? So when we lost 72, previous volume support, it broke down. It came down to where? 65, 66 down here. We held a little bit of support back in there. We pushed back up, but look again, another lower high. You can draw a trend line when you see multiple times like this, okay? So you can draw trend lines all over the place, okay? So if you're drawing a trend line there, now you start to see where it's breaking out. This is like an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So if I was to consolidate all of this, guys, this is why consolidation is so important when you're trading. Look at this. This is very difficult to trade this inside here, very difficult, but it's very easy to identify this. This can represent my left shoulder, this can represent my head, and this represents my right shoulder. This is my trend line. Now I see the volume breaking out of the trend line and continuing bullish momentum now. This is where we see US oil continuing to now break out bullish. This is where it all happens, right here, guys. If you do daily analysis and you see what is going on, this is where you could have caught it. Here was another retest. So anytime you get retest candles and you get a bounce, this is another opportunity where you can get into trade, okay? So look what happened. We continued to make these lower lows, lower highs, and then we came up here, the inside consolidation, broke through. This is the low 61, 62. We got engulfed, nice bullish engulfing candle on August 23rd, 24, 25. We get back in there. So what I see is a left shoulder, I see an inverted head, and then I see the finish off of the right shoulder. breaking with volume, closing above the trend line, and here's like a retest candle. Here's your 3-bar pause, and then continuing. A little bit of a pullback. Yes, they did drop it, but look, it came right back down to our area, 69.70, picked up liquidity, and then they brought it right back up. As soon as it clears everything to our left, continue and push up. Higher high. Higher lows are getting bought up on US oil. Look at there. They brought it down, higher low, bought up. This is where we're at right now. The daily candle's breaking out. Where can we go on this pair? Look at right over here. So if I draw the high right now, this thing, look at it. Okay, so where are we at right now? 83.30. Look over here, the yellow line. This is where we could move this week if this thing continues bullish, okay, for oil. Look at where I'm going. I'm looking back, guys, October of 2014, okay? Last time oil was at this price, October 2014, 6-7 years ago, guys, okay? Look at this. Right here. We could get up to 84.38, okay? Like another big move up to that wick. This wick is from October 17, 2014. If we break above there, we could be coming up to 85.50, guys, 85.50, and just continue to look left if we get above these 2014 levels, okay? Maybe we're going to start to see a little bit of a cool off this week, okay? Maybe it's going to hit these levels, and then maybe it's going to catch some resistance or new supply up there, and maybe we're going to pull back, okay? It is really bullish. So if you want to trade this, you're counter trading. What I would highly recommend for all the oil traders out there, if you're not in position right now, maybe you got to wait for a little bit of to see what will happen here or here later today, later this week, to start to see if we can eventually get to some supply. Maybe gets rejected. If we start to break down, I'd like to break down below here and then come back down to all of this indecision down here. But I'm not going to touch this pair right now because it is extremely bullish, and we'll see how oil is going to move this week. Oil is in the news. Okay, so we'll take a look, guys, but this is just showing you we are retesting 2014 highs of oil, okay? So what I want to do is I really want price to come back into this indecision area. If oil could somehow come back into here and cool off in this area, that would be good, okay, in this range from 79 to like 80, 81, back in here. If it breaks below here, on the daily, I could look for a nice sell-off on oil, maybe come back down to here. But I move this with price action, guys. So if you're familiar with the way how I scalp, I move these targets, I follow the volume, and I move these throughout how I trade. Okay, so this is just like an initial setup, but if price comes down here or up here and cools off, I can move this up to here for a potential sell entry. So I just move with the volume. Okay, so if you guys want to learn that type of style, you're welcome to join the Sniper Mentorship team, and we teach it in our Zoom rooms daily. So we'd love to have you guys on the team. So this was just a little bonus chart I wanted to show you guys oil. If you guys have not traded that before, take a look at it. Like if you want to see how the 5-minute candles move, this is the 5-minute frame. Okay, so you can start to see that they have their own moves. Okay, so up here is a daily 5-minute area right up here. You got 5-minute resistance. Above there you've got 5-minute supply. Okay, so they held it down. Now finally you start to see oil break through supply. Okay, so you start to see this nice big 5-minute uptrend coming up, higher lows, breaking out right there, volume break. Next 5-minute candle retested, and then here we start to get a break. Okay, and since then it's been going up to here. So this is live oil on the 5 minutes. So it's reaching up here. This is daily resistance. So I've got a little bit of supply up here, supply zone. I've got 5-minute right here, 5-minute support. So if I wanted to scalp this pair like right now, what I could do is, if I don't want to trade all this indecision inside here, I stay away from this. I don't trade this stuff. Okay, what I'll do is I'll wait for the better move. What I could see is maybe if this wants to retrace and come back down here, I could potentially look for a scalp sell of oil down here, and maybe it wants to come and retest these areas down here. So if it wants to come back down to here, I could grab some pips down there. If it breaks below there, maybe it comes down to here, 82.80 tonight, later tonight, tomorrow, whatever is the case. Okay, I know it's extremely overbought, but if we get a push down, I could look for maybe a scalp coming down here. If you want to continue to keep buying oil, yeah, it broke out, cooled off, came back. Now it's in this bullish flag pattern. It could continue to break out. Okay, so if you're looking for a possible breakout to continue, you need volume to close above the supply zone right up here, and then you can continue pushing up. Okay, so that's oil, guys, but I'm not scalping tonight, guys, so I'm not scalping. This is just a little bonus that I added for you guys. So I just want to recap, guys, what we did tonight, because some of you guys just joined us. So what we did, guys, we did gold. Okay, we started the call with gold. Let me just get my gold chart, guys. I got multiple charts here, so 1 second. Okay, so this was our gold chart. Okay. Okay, so gold, look at, we broke through 1770. We touched 1772. Okay, these were targets on gold. Okay, so we're gonna follow this volume, guys. Follow this volume. If you guys are scalping gold tonight, okay, you can look for some scalps on gold. Okay, so just look. You had a little bit of a break here coming up. This is going to be a key area, guys. 5-minute scalping. If we can get above 1772, close with some volume, we could potentially push up to 1774.50, maybe another 20, 25 pips to the upside. Okay, so if you guys are going to scalp gold, keep an eye on these key daily areas. Okay, very, very critical with your scalping. Okay, so we did gold, we did US 30, we did Nasdaq, we did both pairs, GBPUSD, GJ. We threw in oil just as a bonus. And guys, I just want to, because some people have been asking about the mentorship. So if you want to join our team, we'd love to have you. Visit our website, guys, www.stocksnipertrading.com. This is us, guys. There is some Telegram groups that are claiming to be us, guys. We do not invest your money, so don't fall for that scam. If they ask you guys, say, like if they say give $500, they'll give you $3,000 in return with our name on it. It's bullshit. It's a scam group, guys. If you don't know who they are, you know who Dave and I are. We're real. We trade with you guys live daily. Don't fall for those, okay? We don't accept cryptocurrency, so that's their method of payments. So number one, we don't accept crypto, okay? We accept MasterCard, Visa card, and PayPal. So guys, understand that they're a scam. If anything, you can email us. Come to our website right here. These are our links, okay? So this is our free Telegram group. I also pinned it at the top of the chat, guys. If you want to get in our free Telegram group, it's pinned at the top of the chat. This is Facebook. This is our YouTube channel. And this is our Instagram channel, okay? So, and guys, if you're looking for a broker, we use Fusion Markets. They have really good spreads, really good commissions. They're based out of Australia. They accept everybody around the world except USA residents, Ontario, Canada, and New Zealand. But if you're from Ontario, Canada, we got in years ago with these guys. We recommend using Blueberry brokers for our Ontario pals, our friends. Okay, so Blueberry and guys, if you want to join the team, okay, so we offer a lot, okay? So for this membership, for $39.99, you get a back end here. This is all of our tutorials, everything. Price action tutorials, breaking down every single type of candlestick you need to know, the most important ones, the patterns that these things create, uptrends, downtrends, support and resistance. We teach you about supply and demand. We teach you about everything that you need to know. Accumulation distribution zones. We teach you about these patterns, triangles, how to properly trade these things. M&W patterns we just spoke about on this call. How to properly use indicators, guys. Okay, I know all of you guys like to use moving averages, EMAs, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci's, RSI, MACD, stochastics. We can teach you how to use all of that. Then we can take it further by teaching you guys bullish and bearish divergence, what I just showed you on that 5-minute GJ. And also, guys, all of our webinars, we do 2-3 webinars live per week, and they are recorded and uploaded to the website. So we have a lot of good webinars on here, a lot of good information. We have trade ideas with the group, follow-ups on calls. We got a sniper chat room. There's a lot going on, guys. And we get the live Tokyo sessions. You get the live London sessions with us in the Zoom room where you can unmute your mics. You guys can talk to us. This is our free Telegram channel. We've just released our schedule, guys. So Dave will be going 8 a.m. Eastern to 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, New York with you guys on YouTube this week. And then I'll be doing the Tokyo and London sessions in the Zoom rooms. So if you'd love to join, guys, we'd love to have you. Visit our website. You can scroll down to the bottom, sign up, go to the sign up, start now. Guys, if you want to be part of the free blog, it's a free blog, a lot of good education, a lot of good things on here. We break down trades we've taken. We give you all kinds of important knowledge, education on these blogs. Just provide your email at the bottom of our website right here where you can join now. Right here, just add your email address and you'll be part of that daily blog. It's free education, guys, so it's really good stuff. I'm going to sign off, guys. It was a pleasure with you guys. We had it over 350 on a Sunday night. That's amazing, guys. Let's get these pips this week. Let's trade smart, guys. Don't over leverage your accounts. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And we'd love to have you on the team. And for the snipers in the mentorship group, I'm going to clean up these daily charts and I'm going to send them out to you guys in the VIP group. And let's get our pips this week. We had a really, really good week for the sniper team last week. It was really good. A lot of our traders passed phase 1, phase 2 of their prop firm challenges, and now they're going to go live with real accounts this week. So we're proud of them. Other snipers are in their challenges. Other snipers are making money. Some lost a little bit, but they're learning. Okay, we all take losses, but we're educating them to what their mistakes were. So again, we all make mistakes, guys, but we got to learn from them. So if you have some good mentors that can really help you guys, guide you along the way, Dave and I would love to be part of your trading journey, guys. We take our mentorship serious. We take pride in this. If you guys would love to be part of the sniper team, we'd love to have you guys. And be part of the journey, guys. We got a lot of good things coming for 2022. We're just getting started, and we appreciate all of you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for all of your likes, for all of the support. Now we're on the road to 15,000 subs. Maybe we'll get it by Christmas time. We'll see. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time, guys, and I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. I'll be in the back end doing a few things with the snipers, but I'll be back and doing New York sessions with you guys very soon. I'll also be back for the Sunday night forecast with you guys. So thank you guys so much. Much respect to all of you guys. God bless everybody around the world. Let's change everybody's lives 1 pip per day. You know, it all starts with a pip. We go from 1 pip, 10 pips, to 20 to 30 to 50 to hopefully 100 pips per day for everybody. So let's learn, have some fun, guys. Just please don't over leverage your account while you guys are learning. If you guys are new to trading, start off with a demo account. If you guys want to get the real life situation, get the real emotions out of a market with live money, go micro, nano lots, okay? Just learn. You're in a learning phase. You're not going to get rich overnight, okay? Nobody is getting rich overnight trading. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes dedication. So just be prepared. It's a long journey, but it's worth it if you put your time and effort into it, and we'll help get your journey that much faster so you guys can really benefit from trading, guys. So thanks, guys, for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Join Dave tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, and have some fun during New York. Okay, guys? I'll be signing off. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left. Take care, guys.